All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with number 2 because we've already set up our paper and labeled it. And I want to model for you our expectations for what that window pane should look like. Number 2 says, Wilson and 2 friends went out for dinner. All 3 of the friends split the bill equally. If the total cost was $46.20, how much did each person pay? So that's reading it once. I'm going to read it again. Wilson and 2 friends went out for dinner. And as I pause, I notice that we have not only Wilson, but we have 2 friends. So we're talking about 3 people. I'm going to go ahead and read the next statement. All 3 friends are going to split their bill equally. So I'm going to box in the word split because anytime we think about splitting, we should think about separating or sharing, and that is a division action. Equally also supports that we're going to be dividing. If the total cost is $46.20, how much did each person pay? So we do also know the total cost. And our question is asking us, how much did each pay? So I'm going to underline each person pay, and I'm going to start with each will pay blank. I'm going to go ahead and put my $sign there. I'm going to think about what this really means to me. I have the total cost. This is like somebody walking to my table and giving me a bill, and the bill says $46.20. When I put myself in the story, it helps me understand it a little bit better. So this is the bill I received. I'm Wilson and I have 2 friends. We want to split that bill. So I'm going to let Wilson pay a part. I'm going to let friend 1 pay a part. And I'm going to let friend 2 pay a part. Since we're all going to be paying an equal amount, then we're going to be splitting or separating the bill evenly. Separating equally is a division action. And understanding and writing that action is super important. So we're going to be dividing by 3. So the very first thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and make me a top-bottom chart for the number 3 because I think that that's easy or helpful when I'm getting an estimate. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have to make another one over here. 7, 8, and 9. And we're going to be counting by 3s. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. And so I'm thinking about how am I going to split this? So if I have about $46.20, I would say I need a number that's going to be close or compatible to the number 46. So what I'm thinking in my head is if I have 45 times 3, or 3 groups of 15 is going to give me 45. So I'm going to use 45 to divide by 3 because that's pretty close and it's an easy compatible number to the number 46. And if I divide that, then I'm going to get an answer that's about 15. So what that tells me is my answer should be close to 15. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to set this up. I have $46.20 and we're dividing by 3. Remember, you should be using pencil, and if you aren't, you should trade and use a pencil at this time. So we're going to pop up our decimal first, and we're going to take one digit at a time, starting with 3. How many groups of 3 are in the number 4? So that's going to give me 1. How many groups? So one group of 3 is going to give me 3, and 4 minus 3 is going to give me 1. I bring down the next digit, that's 6, and I start this process over again. How many groups of 3 will get me to 15? And if I look over here, I get the number 5. 5 is going to go right in front of my decimal point. 5 groups of 3 is going to give me 15. And 16 minus 15 is 1. Bring down your next number. Start this process again. How many groups of 3 are in 12? So I'm searching for 12, and I get the number 4. 4 goes on top. 4 groups of 3 is 12. And we get 0. We bring down our last 0 to finish this out, and we ask ourselves how many groups of 3 are going to be in 0. And there are 0 groups. 0 times 0 is 0. So there's nothing left over. So my answer is $15.40, and I'm thinking to myself, yes, this makes great sense because we already estimated that it would be about $15. So I'm going to put this answer right back up here. Remember, this is your exact answer. This is your quick and easy estimate. I'll see you back for help on the next problem.